assigned to certain countries and regions and cities, and their motive is to influence and oppress those territories for evil. Because when this angel talks about the prince of Persia, this is the region where Daniel is living. Iran was called Persia until 1935. And so there's this territorial demonic principality over Persia, and the angel calls him the prince of Persia. The angel also mentions when he goes back, he's going to have to fight the prince of Greece. There are territorial demonic principalities, and it is very likely the explanation for why certain countries and cities seem to be so dominated, more so than others, in regards to crime or sex trafficking or murder. And it is likely a reason why certain regions and countries seem to be so spiritually dark. You look, for example, at the influence of voodoo. Voodoo lingers like a dark cloud over places like Haiti and some nations of the Caribbean and West African countries, where presently today more than 60 million people practice voodoo, which is just basically a form of witchcraft. And when that is happening, you better believe that demonic principalities have greater influence over those territories. And you think about even our own country. Certain geographical regions where there seems to be spiritual darkness, more so than other geographical regions. Case in point, when you consider New England for just a moment, New England used to be the bedrock of Christianity when the early settlers came here. It was the bedrock of Christianity. You do a little church history research, and you'll find that the first and second Great Awakenings, where revival spread across our country, emanated from New England in the mid-1700s and late 1700s. And out of the first and second Great Awakenings were birthed Christian colleges, seminaries, and universities with the explicit purpose of training pastors and missionaries to go out and share the gospel. Those schools in New England that were originally established as Christian colleges and universities and seminaries, Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Brown, Dartmouth, Columbia, all in New England. All for the express purpose of training pastors and missionaries to get the gospel into the world. And now today, what once was the bedrock of Christianity is the bastion of secularism. There are no large churches in New England, not compared to the Bible Belt of the South. And those institutions that were once strongly evangelical, pro-Christ and pro-training pastors and missionaries, are now some of the most liberal, anti-God institutions in our country. Why? Could it be that there are actually demonic principalities influencing regions, as it appears here in chapter 10 to be the case of Daniel?